Oprah Winfrey and I have a problem.
Oprah Winfrey has this whole reputation as a philanthropist and someone who's all about helping others. Dave Chappelle has always had this feeling that there's more to Oprah than meets the eye, and he has been trying to spill this tea for years.
The hero stumbles, or the cowards rejoice.
Ready to delve into this video? We'll break it down step by step. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to stay in the loop with the hottest celebrity news.
Oprah Winfrey, and you called your friend while she's sitting in the middle of an Oprah Winfrey show.
See, there have been pretty weighty accusations against her that have been around for a while now. Allegedly, she's had a hand in sabotaging the careers of anyone who dares to criticize her, and some even make much more serious allegations, such as involvement in human trafficking.
Oprah Winfrey is a slave trader. Why do you think she has that school in South Africa? Why does she hang out with who she hangs out with?
It all began back in 2009 with the release of the film Precious, directed by Lee Daniels and produced by Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry. This movie garnered significant critical acclaim, which prompted the producers to recognize the potential to capitalize on the media buzz. They devised a plan to send Monique on a press tour in France while she was doing a comedy tour and show in America. However, during this process, it was revealed that the tour proposed by Winfrey and Perry did not include a contract for financial compensation to Monique for her participation. Consequently, Monique made the decision to decline the offer altogether.
Because I had very little downtime. And if y'all can remember, at the time there was a show called The Monique Show. I was the first black woman in history to have a late night show. So that was my priority. At the time, it was the award season. So I was flying back and forth to LA during the award season. At the time, I was on a comedy tour, Spread the Love tour. So I was moving a lot. So when I did have some downtime, I said, I want to take this time and give it to my family. So when Lionsgate called and asked would I go over to France, I simply said I respectfully declined.
Reportedly, Lee Daniels, the director, allegedly threatened Monique, warning her that things wouldn't go well for her. Soon after, the media started portraying Monique as difficult and hard to work with. It was a sudden shift, and Monique realized the challenges she was up against. Previously, Monique spoke openly about her experience of being sexually assaulted by her brother Gerald from the ages of 7 to 11. She had been vocal about how her family didn't believe her when she came forward. Gerald was eventually sentenced to 12 years in prison for sexually assaulting another girl, and Monique completely cut off contact with him. In 2010, Oprah invited Gerald to her show, and she tried to persuade Monique to participate as well. Monique made it clear to Oprah that she didn't care if her brother wanted to appear, but she herself didn't want any part in the episode. However, when the episode aired, it was a blindsiding moment for Monique. Oprah had not only invited Gerald, but also both of Monique's parents, who had previously downplayed the abuse she suffered.
How do I say, you had my mother, my father, my other brother?
Gerald made an inappropriate apology, stating that he had inappropriately touched Monique's sister in uncomfortable ways.
I'm here today to first acknowledge what I've been in denial for 37 years. And that is, I did assault and inappropriately touch my sister in manners that were not comfortable for her. And for that, I apologize, and I'm humbly sorry.
This revelation devastated Monique, and she desperately tried to reach out to Oprah to confront her about it. However, Oprah chose to remain silent and unreachable.
See, this is why me and Oprah Winfrey got a problem, because what you did was malicious.
Monique eventually encountered Oprah at a Hollywood event where Oprah claimed she had no idea that Gerald would bring his family along. Monique, however, believed that Oprah was lying. This incident involving Oprah and Monique is just the surface of a much larger issue. Oprah has found herself entangled in deeply troubling allegations related to trafficking and enabling individuals such as Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein. Some notable celebrities have openly accused Oprah of covering up for Harvey Weinstein. Actress Rose McGowan went as far as calling Oprah fake and criticized her for maintaining friendships with Weinstein and Russell Simmons, who both have faced multiple allegations of sexual assault. In her post, she wrote, "I am glad more are seeing the ugly truth of Oprah. I wish she were real, but she isn't. From being pals with Weinstein to abandoning and destroying Russell Simmons' victims, she is about supporting a sick power structure for personal gain. She's as fake as they come." Oprah was also called out by singer Seal, who said that Oprah is part of the problem with Harry Weinstein. The text over the image read, "When you have been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you are the solution. There is further evidence suggesting that Oprah's alleged association with traffickers and individuals involved in sexual assault extends beyond what has already been revealed. Her name was also linked to a Brazilian self-proclaimed medium and convicted offender named John of God. John operated a spiritual healing center in Brazil for many years before being arrested and ultimately sentenced to 63 years in prison for sexual abuse against multiple women. Interestingly, before his arrest, John was actually featured on an episode of The Oprah Winfrey Show. Oprah even traveled to Brazil to meet him personally, later expressing that she had a profound experience during their conversation. This connection raised eyebrows and fueled discussions about Oprah's involvement with individuals who would later face serious criminal charges.
You describe yourself as a spiritual medium.
Medium, he's a spiritualist. He believes a great deal in God.
When he predicted a terrible storm that destroyed a neighboring village. This event began his journey as a spiritual medium.
Following the public disclosure of sexual assault and child abuse allegations against John, Oprah took swift action by deleting all interviews with him from her website, and she released a statement expressing her hope that justice would prevail in the situation. But what adds a disturbing layer to this narrative is that during the time of Oprah's encounter with John of God, she had established an all-girls high school in South Africa. However, in 2007, a school matron named Virginia faced charges for engaging in inappropriate behavior with multiple girls. Additionally, a former employee of the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls was recently arrested on several charges, including assault, indecent assault, and solicitation of underage girls to commit indecent assault.
We arrested a former employee who was working at Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls. She was arrested yesterday for several charges, including assault, indecent assault, as well as soliciting girls under the age to commit indecent assault. And she's now at the Vereniging police cells.
These troubling incidents have cast a shadow over the school and raised concerns about the safety and well-being of the students entrusted to its care. However, if there is one person who cannot be deceived by Oprah's alleged outward image long before these scandals came to light, it is Dave Chappelle. Back in 2006, Dave Chappelle made a guest appearance on Oprah's show to spill the beans on why he turned down a $50 million deal from Comedy Central. Instead, he decided to escape to Africa, and when he returned, he started sharing stories about what happens to celebrities who refuse to play by the rules of Hollywood elites. Oprah acted clueless, like she had never heard anything about it. She even tried to make Dave look like he was losing his mind, pushing him to admit that he had gone off the deep end.
I've been in show business since I was 14, and I've heard the stories of what happens, and I've seen these kinds of things play out in front of me. It always happens around the time in their career where it seems as though they're crossing over the next plateau.
Yeah. Would you say you lost your mind, sort of?
Sources close to Dave Chappelle are really making some interesting claims about his thoughts on Oprah. They're saying that Dave isn't even surprised to hear about all these allegations surrounding her. Apparently, he has been convinced for a while that she's not just a regular celebrity, but actually a handler working for the Hollywood elites. It's like he believes she's pulling the strings behind the scenes, controlling things in the industry. Dave's fans are loving him for speaking out against Oprah. They're praising him left and right, hoping that more people will start to see Oprah for who they think she really is. One fan says, "Dave and Oprah are the best examples of what Hollywood can turn you into. Dave got away from the negative effects. Oprah became the negative effects." And another user says, "Oprah knows damn well what he's talking about. She's steady trying to steer the interview and make him admit to being crazy. Kudos to Dave for keeping it so cool." Well, does Oprah's association with alleged sexual assault perpetrators make her an enabler? Is she truly a handler of the Hollywood elites? Are all of Dave Chappelle's exposés ultimately accurate? Let me know your thoughts.